In this video, I'm going to be giving you a buyer's guide to Highlevel for regular business owners. Now, this is for you if you're a regular business owner. And regular business owners are those who own painting companies, they're plumbers, general contractors, or provide any sort of home service or service to a local person like CPAs, real estate agents. It's even for you if you own or operate a local brick and mortar store, you're looking to use Highlevel to bring into your business. It's not going to be for you, although you're welcome to stick around, is if you're a consultant or a marketing guru. There's probably going to be another video for that. So by the end of this video, hopefully you're going to have a really solid understanding of the different price models that Highlevel has, which one of those is going to be beneficial for you, the pros and cons of buying through these different channels, and whether or not Highlevel is really going to be a good tool to use in your business. If you're here, you probably already know what Highlevel is, but I'm going to take 30 seconds just to give you the 50,000 bird's eye view. So Highlevel is a software suite. So many different softwares into one software that's primarily built and marketed towards marketing and consultants. They want marketing and consultants to buy a license of Highlevel and then have marketing and consultants resell Highlevel to regular business owners in exchange for a monthly fee and in exchange for marketing and consultants to support Highlevel. Before I jump into pricing of Highlevel, what it costs and what those different price models look like and who you can buy it from, I want to give you a breakdown of the three different really places or ways that you can buy Highlevel. So number one is you can buy Highlevel as a regular business owner. You can go directly to the website and you can purchase Highlevel. Okay, you can purchase any one of those tier plans, and I'm going to go over what those mean. The second option you have is to purchase Highlevel through what's called an affiliate. Basically, an affiliate is somebody who refers you to the tool. So let's say that you're watching this video and you're like, man, I got a lot of value from it. Armando really broke things down. And I go through his link in the description where he's giving me 14-day free trial or 30-day free trial or whatever that thing is, plus additional help. I can just go through his link directly to the Highlevel website. Highlevel will then say, hey, Armando, thank you for referring this person. Here's $30. And then Highlevel, you sign up to Highlevel that way. The third way of doing it is through going through a reseller, what's called a white label reseller. This is somebody who is using the Highlevel platform, maybe changed the colors, maybe rebranded, maybe gave it a logo, maybe added some bells and whistles, some other tools. Now, if you decide to go directly to the Highlevel website, there's going to be some pros and cons. Now, I may not have included everything here, but I tried to include the bigger ones. The pros are that there's definitely no middleman. So you go straight to Highlevel and you make a direct purchase with Highlevel. There's no GHL markup fees. Okay, this is important because there's a cost of what the tool costs, and there's an actual true cost of what all the fees associated with this are going to come down to, and I'm going to walk you through that process. In this case of going directly to the website, GHL or Highlevel supports the tool. So in other words, if you have an issue, you can reach out to their support team, create a ticket, and they'll get back to you and they'll support that. The cons of this is that there's no real help setting it up. Sure, Highlevel has some guides. They send you to their YouTube channel. They are going to, I think they have like a $1,000 setup fee or whatever it is. But there's no true real help of getting things set up. There's a huge and a massive learning curve when you get this out of the box, especially the way they structure things. It's very, very technical. And you could come out of pocket for other tools as you go along in your process. You may need something additional, and at that point, you're coming out of pocket for those tools. Now, here are the pros and cons of purchasing it through an affiliate. So an affiliate, again, is somebody who just refers you to the software. An affiliate, refers you to the software, and Highlevel will say, oh, here's $30. Thank you for referring this person. You don't inquire any additional fees. Nothing is marked up on your end. Highlevel still supports us. Some of the pros of this is that there's no middleman still because you're going straight to Highlevel. There's no Highlevel markup fees because whatever you go and pay for Highlevel, they're going to charge you directly. Highlevel still supports it, so if you have an issue with anything, they're going to go and You can open up a ticket or enter the little chatbot thing or whatever it is. Some of the possible other pros, and I put these in asterisks because not every affiliate provides these. And some affiliates provide more than others. Some affiliates provide less. Some affiliates are industry specific, right? So you can possibly get help getting started. So you can get help with onboarding. You can get help with setting up pipelines. You can have instructional video that's designed by them for your specific industry. So affiliates can also provide additional resources. So for example, I have my clients that I run ads for, and when I run Facebook ads for them, I give them Highlevel for free. They use it. It's included with the package. But if I have affiliates that come through me that say, hey, I want to use it, I want to go through you, in addition, because you could help me with additional bonuses, and there's like workflows and things like that we include. So you could have affiliates that give you additional resources to help you get started. That can be in the form of video, that can be in the form of text, that can be inside of a Facebook group or a school group, many different ways. Okay, so you could also get help getting started a lot faster than you would if you did it by yourself. Bonuses and again, additional support points or just knowledge in general. Some affiliates provide extra bonuses that help you, get started. Maybe templates, maybe, text sequences, maybe how to set up a certain part that most people are struggling with, etc. The cons is that you're still going to need some help getting set up, right? It's not going to be like it's going to be done for you. Because affiliates aren't necessarily supporting the software. They're just recommending it. Highlevel still supporting it. So you still might, be setting it up. There still might be a massive learning curve depending on you and your skill set. Still very technical, and you're still going to come out of pocket for any third-party tools because, again, you're going directly through the website. You're just taking advantage of the bonuses and the knowledge that somebody has that can give it to you to say, hey, thank you for choosing Highlevel and putting my name down as a reference. Here's what I got. You can use it to your advantage. Okay. The third option is really the option that Highlevel kind of wants you to focus on. And that's the reason why they created this whole thing, is the reseller model. So basically, this is when somebody has an agency account of Highlevel and they're reselling individual accounts to local businesses, so regular business owners, right? A lot of times these resellers will rebrand Highlevel. They'll change the colors, they'll change the theme, they'll add logos, they'll add additional tools. Sometimes they will include additional tools like maybe a library of templates, maybe email marketing sequences that are already built out, maybe industry-specific lead generation, strategies that are already built in there. The pros to buying it from a reseller is that the biggest pro is that you get agency support. High-level support is not always great. It's a hit or miss. But if you buy it from an agency, the agency is supposed to 100% support this software. So that means that if you buy it from an agency and you try to go get support from Highlevel, Highlevel is going to say, we can't help you. I'm sorry, but you are signed up under agency ABC. You need to go to agency ABC to get help and support from that agency. Okay. Another pro is that oftentimes tools could be bundled. So a lot of things that you would pay for individually might be included already in there as part of the same price. So it ends up saving you a ton of money. Again, I put these others in asterisks because not everyone provides these, and it's really important that if you're going the reseller route, you ask all the right questions because you want to see if it's going to be something for you. Nothing is worse than signing up for something with a reseller only to find out they have no support, or only to find out that you can't get a hold of anybody or it doesn't work for you. Okay, so a lot of these guys can offer possible help getting started. They can give you additional resources. They can load things already pre-configured for your industry. They bring a ton of experience with them within their industry. So sometimes getting it from a reseller within a specific niche makes a lot of sense. And some of the cons are that you're definitely going to get GHL fees marked up. And I'm going to go through all that, what that looks like and kind of what the back end looks like so you kind of see what's going on. The pricing is like the Wild West. There's people selling it for $97. There's people selling it for $297. There's people selling it for $1,000. Okay. The one thing that I will tell you about the pricing model, especially in the reseller space, is that you want to be mindful. The cheapest option is usually the worst option. And the reason for that is because those guys cannot possibly support this software. It takes manpower to support, it takes knowledge to support, and it takes resources. There was a company recently, I'm not going to name them, who decided they were going to sell Highlevel as a reseller for a one-time lifetime fee of something ridiculous like $30 or something like that. Well, after amassing hundreds of thousands of regular business owners, just recently they decided that it was no longer viable for them because there's just no possible way on earth that you can support something like that on a one-time fee. And they closed their doors, leaving all those business owners stuck. And now they're having to scramble to go to Highlevel and reset things up without additional resources or help. There's other companies floating out there right now who are offering unlimited everything for like $99. Again, they're not going to be sustainable at that price because you've got hard costs that you can possibly sustain at that price. So you got to be careful on these resellers and ask the right price. An example of a niche specific reseller is this company called Law Hustle, which basically they are using Highlevel and they've built on top of Highlevel with the expertise that they have in the law industry. So these guys built something on top of Highlevel, and it is Highlevel that they're reselling. They called it Law Hustle. They gave it nice little, colors, branding, all that stuff. But really at the core, all that this is Highlevel. They're offering the same features. They've got a $500 setup fee. This is what I was talking about, where somebody can actually set things up for you if they have the manpower to do so. They offer all the same stuff in here that you see here. They give you up to 500 contacts, up to 3 users, etc. Then they have another package that's $497, and they have one that's $797. But what you're really paying for here, in my opinion, is going to be the support. Okay, it's going to be the support and the ability to get your ads managed, right? So they have a special add-on that you can get managed ads, etc. This is an example of a white label reseller who decided to just specifically create things, for their industry, for their niche. Now, I don't know who these guys are, no affiliation with them. I just know that they resell Highlevel under their own different brand. This would be an example of a white label supporter here. Now, let's talk about the pricing of Highlevel and which package do you need as a regular business owner. Well, if you're a regular business owner, again, local home service business, regular person running a regular business, whether it's an offline store or you're a plumber, electrician, general contractor, whatever, chances are that you really only need one account. So you really only need one, sub account, what's called one business location, in order to run your business. And if that's the case, then really all you need is the $97 a month package if you're coming directly to Highlevel, buying it here, or if you're going through an affiliate coming to Highlevel, you really only need the $97 a month package. There are things in the $297 and the $497 that are not available in the $97 package, but most people don't really need that, right? You're going to have the ability to nurture leads. You're going to have the ability to book online. You're going to have the ability to send unlimited emails, unlimited phone calls and text, unlimited automations. You have unlimited users that you can add. You have unlimited contacts that you can put in here. You can connect this to all your websites, your social media ads, your Google ads, your Facebook ads, your Google My Business. You can literally use this entire suite for your standard business for $97. Okay, there might be some of you guys who may need a feature that's available inside here, maybe something to connect to another tool, but 90% of the time you guys don't need that. It's going to be this one. Now, there are two things that are included in the $97 versus this one, right? So you have, access to a bunch of other stuff in here, like forms and surveys and appointment contacts and all that. That's all included in the $97 a month version of Highlevel. There's going to be some things that aren't included, like dashboards and everything else, and I'll show you exactly what that is here in a minute. But I wanted to go over the different options that you have here. Okay, I'm not going to cover these and what these are because, again, this is a video for regular business owners to understand this. And I feel that if you're a regular business owner, the $97 is more than enough for what you need. And that's just my honest opinion. The $297 and the $497, the biggest difference is obviously this comes with what's called premium actions, and I'll show you what that looks like in the background here in a minute. But the main difference is that on the $497, you're allowed to mark up all the fees that are associated with the back end of this so that people can make more on the back end. And I'll show you what those fees are. Some additional fees besides the $97 or the upfront cost of what you're paying for are going to be things that are required for the system to use. Out of the box, you can use it. You can do whatever you want. But somebody still has to pay for text messages, and somebody still has to pay for emails and emails that are being sent. Those are the two biggest, fees associated with this. Now, obviously, there's other stuff because people are going to try to resell you all kinds of things that you may not necessarily need. But one of the biggest things that I see here is going to be the email and the phone system. Now, by comparison with other tools, Highlevel is way cheaper and more affordable than just using those systems alone. So let's say you signed up for the $97 a month plan and you also need to set up emails because you want to email your customers. I click here and I can see that Highlevel charges 0.675 for every 1,000 emails that are being sent through their system. Okay, that's in addition to the $97. Now, if I go to if I do the math and I go to Active Campaign, which is, where this is very common for people to use. If I'm sending 10,000 contacts, you can see if I've got 1,000 contacts in my database and I want to send, 10,000 emails a month, meaning I want to send, 10 emails to each one of those contacts, it's costing me $15. Okay, that's without the unlimited anything. That's with having limited actions and automations. That's with having limited everything. Okay, this same amount of emails to send in Highlevel with their pricing model here of 0.675 for 1,000 is costing $6.75. So that right there is half the price of that. Now, if you wanted to send 15,000 emails and have unlimited everything, not even 5 users, but unlimited everything on Highlevel, it's going to cost you like $10, and this is going to cost you, in this case, they're charging you $145. So it's like night and day difference when it comes to the pricing of sending the emails on Highlevel. Another interesting part about this is with the $97 plan, all these plans really, you have a tool that allows you to text message people. This little widget here. This little widget here is a staple in the Highlevel system, and it comes included with each one of those plans. And it's basically unlimited usage of this little tool. And what happens is you embed it on your website, and when somebody sends you a message, the system, Highlevel, can start texting people back and forth and capturing these leads that are on your website as well. Now, this is a tool called Podium, and the only purpose of this company is to sell you this little text widget right here. And their starter plan starts at $399 per month. Okay, that is, and it's got limitations. Okay, so basically the amount of things that you could do with it, it's very limited. If you wanted to go with the Pro, that unlocks more stuff in here, like AI Concierge, which is included with Highlevel. You're paying $600 per month, and I believe they want to sign you up with a 12-month commitment, something like that. Okay, so already you have two items in there that you're saving a ton of money by going with either one of these pricing models. But for you guys, again, regular business owners, I don't really think you need more than this one if you're going directly to the website. Okay, I want to make that very clear. It's just different pricing if you're buying it from a reseller, and I'll explain that here in a minute, because resellers can add more stuff and more value to it, but they have to increase their price a little bit to provide for support and for those additional tools. Now let's talk about the hidden fees that Highlevel has, or I shouldn't say hidden because they're not really trying to hide anything. They're just additional fees that people don't really think about. When it comes to going directly to the website, okay, and you buy this $97 a month package, you still have to pay for the emails that you sent out, and you still have to pay for the text messages and phone calls that you make from the system. In fact, the automations depend on a phone number that you buy and register, and the amount of text credits that you get. Highlevel has a set price for those text credits, and they have a set price for those emails and all the other premium actions that they have. However, when you buy it from a reseller, that reseller is allowed to mark up the price however they want to mark it up. It's something that I call death by pennies. Basically, they're taking all these little micro charges, 25 cents here, 50 cents here, $10 here, and they're making an additional $3, $4, $5 on top of that, causing this to kind of exponentially become large. So here I have, for example, the cost, the built-in cost for for the Highlevel system, right? So I build this little calculator here that has all the charges that Highlevel has, that passes on to us as agency owners and to you if you go directly to them. And I'll show you exactly what this looks like. So let's say that you want to send 10,000 emails per month. That's all you want to send. Your system is going to be great, and all you want to do is send 10,000 emails per month. And if I calculate this, I'm just going to say no. If I calculate this, the cost to send 10,000 emails is going to be $6.75. Now, okay, an affiliate, this is what the back end of Highlevel looks like if you are a reseller. Okay, if you're a reseller. As a reseller, I can come here to my what's called SaaS configurator pricing, and I can literally mark anything up here that I wanted to. I can go in here and I can configure all kinds of things in here, and I can go to my text messages or my emails, and I can configure this if I wanted to. I can click details in here, and I can go to pricing, and I can say, well, I want to charge this person $300 a month instead of $199 per month. Okay, I can also add all these different things in here, and I can also add what's called a rebilling. So I can go in here and I can say, okay, well, Highlevel charges me, 6.75 for every 1,000 emails, but now I'm going to mark this up 5x, and I'm going to charge my customer, $20 for 1,000 emails. And this is how they mark things up in order to increase the price of things. Okay. This is something that you have to watch out for, and as you're buying from resellers, you're going to have to ask them and see what their cost is to send a certain amount of emails, a certain amount of text, a certain amount of premium actions, so that whatever you're paying for actually fits your budget and you're not ending up with a massive bill that you were unaware of. Now, let's go back in here. Let's say that I'm a regular business owner, and on any given month I send 10,000 emails. Okay, I also don't want to have email validation on because I know that my list is good. These are people that I do business with. Email addresses are good. But let's say that I typically send out, roughly 500 text messages per month to people when it comes to alerts, when it comes to reminders, that kind of thing. And that I typically speak about, 60 minutes on the phone, maybe per month. And I want to use a local number, and I don't want to use a toll-free number. So here are your total charges. On a monthly basis, you're going to be spending $23 additional dollars to use all these different things. So Highlevel is really, really, really affordable. Let's say that you wanted to send, an additional 10,000 or additional 1,000 messages, and you want, 200 minutes of talk time, then you're spending $28. Okay, very, very inexpensive to do all these things and to send communication to this. These are the costs that are not so transparent. I shouldn't say transparent because they are very transparent. They're just not very well talked about, right? Because everyone knows these things are there, but when somebody hears the word it's unlimited usage, they think that, I can send unlimited emails and unlimited text for $97, and the answer is no. You can use the tool unlimited, but somebody still has to cover the cost of the text and minutes and calls and all that stuff. In addition to this, there are probably other features that most people are not aware of, and those features are going to be more technical. These are going to be along the lines of premium actions that you want to take. So I'm on the the high level's highest plan. And as you can see, anywhere that I see this little crown here means that it's a premium action, and high level has a pricing for that action. So anytime I execute that action, they have a price that goes to that. Same thing with, let's say, a connection to Slack. If I want to send a contact to a Slack channel, it's going to cost me an additional extra penny or whatever the cost is in order to utilize that. So there are these premium features that oftentimes are not, they're not available to you on the $97 plan. You're going to have to upgrade to the $297 plan if you ever think of using these kind of things for your business. But what I find is that 90% of regular businesses don't even have a need for any one of these things in here. Now, when it comes to the usage of high level, yes, it's 100% unlimited. You can use the conversations tab. You can have calendars as many as you like. You can have as many contacts as you like in here, which is kind of cool because most people, most tools are limiting to the amount of contacts that you can have and the amount of users that you can have in the system. Or high level has pretty much unlimited amount of users and limited amount of contacts that you can import in here. So if you have a customer database of 15,000 people, you can upload it all in here and they're not going to charge you per contact. Okay. Now a white label reseller might have different rules for that. So that's why I say be mindful of that and ask the questions to make sure that that is an option for you. Okay. The other thing is that you're allowed to have unlimited websites. You can build unlimited websites, host them with Cloudflare, not have to pay for hosting fees. You can have unlimited funnels. You can have forms. You can have surveys and quizzes. All kinds of things in here that you can see. You can see your analytics that once things are connected, how many page visitors you had on your website, etc. There's other things like reputation management that's included. There are tools that are just designed for reputation management. For these features that you see here alone, they want to charge you an additional monthly management fee. So it's common for regular businesses to be paying for a reputation management tool, a tool that sends emails, a tool that does phone calls, in addition to something completely different like hosting or this service or that service, where high level really has everything in just kind of one ball for the same price. So for the $97, you can use a reputation request widget. You can kind of embed it. You can do all kinds of things with it if you want to. Same thing for their reporting. It's kind of built in here. You'll be able to see Google Ads reports, that kind of stuff. You will be limited to certain things on the basic plan, like dashboards. Like these dashboards here, I have the ability to create more than one dashboard out of this, right? On the $97 plan, you won't be able to do that. You'll just be limited to that one, that one dashboard, and that's going to be it. Now, what makes the most sense to you ultimately depends on your situation and where you are in business. If you feel that you are tech savvy, if you feel that you don't need a middleman, that you can kind of you're pretty good around things, you can go directly to high level. Okay, you can buy the plan that you need. If you're a regular business owner, start with 97. You can always move up if you need to do that, and go straight to it. Right? Again, no upfront. Nobody's going to mark up these text message fees to you. So let's say that you have here, nobody's going to come and tell you, oh, now for 1,000 text messages is going to cost $10 when you know that it's $7.90 here, because you will be the governing entity, the government agency that goes directly to high level. So in that situation, it makes sense for you to go directly to high level if you are tech savvy. Okay, if you like to learn these things and have the time to tinker around with them and all that stuff, go directly to them. You can purchase it for $97. They're not going to stop you. Okay. When it actually makes sense to go through an affiliate is if you're any one of those things I just said. You're tech savvy, you want to go directly to the source, you don't want a middleman. However, you would still like somebody to maybe give you some resources, some video guidance, some snapshots, some automations to get you started, maybe some other additional tools and resources that you can kind of look over on your own that can get you started on the right path. Those kind of things are going to be, in that case, it makes sense to just buy it through an affiliate. So, for example, I have an affiliate link in the description of this video where if there's a trial of Highlevel, you can sign up for it, use it, and then if you're good with it, you can decide to keep it and go on with it, right? That trial is, I think it's a 30-day or 15-day trial. I'm not sure. It's in the description. But with that trial, you'll get some of the snapshots and automations that I use for follow-up for local leads. My agency only works with locally owned U.S. service businesses. So we have lead follow-up mechanisms. We have AI bot prompts and a few other bells and whistles in there that I give people to just import into their Highlevel account to get them started, right away, along with some instructional videos on how to register phone numbers, how to set up a dedicated domain for your email. Those kind of things are all in there as bonuses if you go through my affiliate link. That's when it makes sense for you to go through an affiliate link. Okay, you're a little bit tech savvy. You want to avoid the middleman. You want to go through it, but you still want to take advantage of some of these bonuses. And why not? Obviously, you're just going to Highlevel, so you might as well, if you're gonna buy it with an additional resources that somebody's gonna give you. Okay, when it makes sense to go to an agency or to go through a reseller, this option makes a lot of sense for you if support is a huge thing for you. Okay, one of the biggest things is going to be support for these white label resellers. Make sure that you ask the right questions. A lot of times they're going to have your account set up. There's an onboarding process that happens. They're going to try to set up, your what do you call it? Your dashboards. They're going to walk you through some training. They might even have their own library of training videos that you go through specifically to show you how to use each of the tools that they are setting up for you. They might even have a support specialist that helps onboard you and help you get things connected to your website, guides you through the help of dedicated domains, that kind of stuff. So if you're a busy business owner, you're like, man, I just don't have the time for this. I want to, also in addition to this, I may need other additional tools. Then this is what makes the most sense. There is no shortage of resellers out there. The biggest thing is to make sure that these guys are not overnight successes. They just popped up shop and are going to disappear. Make sure you ask about support. Stay away from those that are, if something is too good to be true, stay away from it. If they're offering Highlevel for $30 lifetime guarantee or $99 lifetime unlimited usage, there's no way that that's going to be a model that they're going to be able to sustain. We've already seen 1-2 companies leave their customers high and dry. Don't fall victim for that. A lot of times these people will put different tools in their software and they will, bundle it up and they will, sell it for higher than $97, sometimes $197, sometimes $297, sometimes more. But that's because it's got so much more other customizations and integrations that might be industry specific for you, that might make your life and your business easier. If you have any questions, leave your questions in the comment section. I'll try to answer as many as I can. There's going to be resources to things in the description of this video, Highlevel free trials, bonuses, mini workshops, that kind of stuff. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.